right, cool. We're synced.
All right, we are synced. Give me 1 second. I'll bring us in. Oh, what the fuck is happening, dude? Welcome to Six Pack in the Movie Podcast. This is your host, Cornelius, with your host, Kodai. This is our first ever mini, micro, tiny episode. What is up, Kodai?
This is a full Kanye podcast. So there's nothing but Kanye 24/7. We're talking about Kanye news, Kanye, Kanye clothes. We're talking about Yeezys.
We're doing a Yeezy giveaway this month.
We're in one free pair of Yeezys once we hit 100,000 downloads.
Oh fuck!
So
yeah,
spread the word.
Yeah, I'll do that. 100,000 downloads. Yeah, dude, we decided to rebrand our podcast as a Kanye podcast, so I really hope you guys enjoy that. What's been new, Cody? What have you been up to today, dude?
I mowed my grass. I rode my bike, and I played some Fortnite. Or not Fortnite, fuck dude, Realm Royale.
Realm Royale.
Realm Royale. That's that game I was playing.
Realm Royale. What do you think about all this new Battle Royale shit, dude? This is taking over the fucking...
Dude.
The universe.
Modern Warfare, whatever the fuck it is, Black Ops 16 coming out is doing it. They're jumping on the train.
You kind of have to now. I guarantee the new Halo does it as well.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty crazy. I mean, Halo tried to copy Call of Duty because I heard before that if you were a game developer... Back when Call of Duty was having its heyday, like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops came out. Like, I don't know if that's their peak. Maybe their peak is after that, but that's when I played it. But they would have, like, video games. You'd come out the shooter and people were like, it's fun, but it's not Call of Duty. And so you had to change your game up. So that's what Halo, I think, 4 or 3? Halo 4, yeah. One of them. Tried to basically become a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Fast-paced shit. Like, if you play Halo 1, it's way different than what the most recent Halos were.
Yeah, Halo 1, dude, like...
Or even Halo 2. Which was pretty great. Which was, like, a huge difference from Halo 2. Or Halo 1, so...
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, Halo used to be, like, not really a sprint at all kind of thing. It's just, like, straightforward shooter kind of thing. But I guess with the evolution, they started adding sprint... Then they started adding jetpacks and all this other shit. And now, like, all games have that now. A game that flew under the radar for me was fucking Titanfall 2, dude. Nobody even cared about that.
Dude, I think my biggest issue with, like, playing the first one that I didn't like was you'd be trying to get the Titans. And there's a whole bunch of NPCs in the map, too. There's like 50 NPCs, right?
Yeah.
Probably?
Yeah.
Per game. And
more
usually
than
it's
that.
like shoot everything that fucking moves. But sometimes you shoot at something that moves. It's not a character. It's not a real player. And the real player is right behind you shooting you in the asshole.
Right,
so,
yeah. Yeah.
That fucked me a bit.
Left you a sour taste there.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying because normally you're playing properly, but in that game, the mechs were super fun.
Yeah.
If you could get a mech and like, there's all kinds of setups you could run with your mech. So
yeah, I think
fun.
what broke my heart. I was a big Titanfall fan, but like I bought it. I think I bought it like $60, maybe 40, because I got it when it first came out because I was a big fan. And within 2 months, they were selling that game for $6 fucking dollars.
Wow,
dude, they were
crazy.
doing anything to get people on that game.
Dude, I bought mine through Origin, through the Mexican server. And so I think I used a VPN to go into the Mexican website version of Origin. And I bought it for like $20 in pesos and then the exchange rate. So I think I paid like $16 or $15 or something like that.
For
some sort of, it was
Titanfall
for Titanfall 1. For Titanfall 1.
Okay.
Which at that time was like a pretty big crazy deal. But yeah, I knew the second one came out, and which I heard was pretty good. But yeah, it still was really cheap.
Yeah, didn't get the best reviews at all. Did you happen to take a look at E3 this year at all?
Nah, I don't give a shit about that. I can't keep track of it, so like I
Yeah.
heard Smash Bros is coming out, and I'll check that out. The Switch looks pretty fun anyway, so but that might sell me on a Switch. You know, Zelda obviously probably pretty cool too. Is there a Mario game out for the Switch or no?
Yeah, I just bought
There is.
it.
Yeah, there's the hat one, right?
Yeah, Mario Odyssey. I bought it for my buddy today for his wedding because why not? But yeah, apparently they're saying that's a badass game.
Yeah.
Somebody told me it was too easy.
Oh,
So.
well, I mean, if I can play something hard, then play the original Mario.
Yeah.
There's like a Chinese like mod version or something like that people made back in the day.
Or it's like super fucking hard.
It's like Super Kaizo Mario or something like that, and it's like step in the wrong spot at the wrong quarter of a second and you die. So
Really? Fucks
Play that.
everything up?
yeah, it's super difficult. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
but yeah, I don't follow the video games either. I play the same games over and over again. I play Overwatch. I'll play WoW for 6 months probably when the new one comes out.
What do you think about... I do the same thing that you're talking about where I like play the same shit. And... Because some games just have amazing replay value. Like, I have a hard time dropping $60 on a story game. So usually...
$60 now is, like too much.
It's too much, dude. And I just go rent the game. If it's a story game like that Detroit Become Human game, that's like, I don't know, 40 hours of gameplay? You want me to pay fucking more than $1 an hour to play that game? Like, go fuck yourself.
Last thing I finished was BioShock 2 or BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
It was like the last stories and I bought them cheap. I bought them like way later than what they came out originally.
You bought the collection?
I think maybe I bought 1 and 2 together for $10 maybe. And then I think I bought Infinite, which I wanted Infinite when it came out, but I waited until a Steam sale, and I think I got that for like $40 probably. So
Infinite was fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah, that was a really great game. But
Yeah.
as much as I liked it, I can't play like half the shit. I just get bored with it.
Yeah, it takes a lot to keep your attention. Like, I was talking to the woman yesterday. I actually bought Fast and the Furious, the 8th one, because we're going to do that next. So I went and bought the digital copy at Family Video, and I told her because it looked like she was judging me. Yeah, it looked like she was judging me a little bit. She's a very sweet lady. I'm like, I just want to let you know I'm only buying this because we're doing like a podcast on it. And she's like, you should definitely make that a disclaimer at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, we're doing Fate of the Furious next, and holy shit, that movie is off the fucking rails.
Have you seen it all the way through?
Yeah, I watched it. Well, I think probably like the week or so when it came out on HBO.
Oh, really?
Which might
Okay.
have been like a month or two, yeah. And then say we're gonna watch it again and record, but that's our next upcoming episode. Hopefully here in a couple days. But
Yeah.
man, yeah, it's a woo.
It's a bite, dude.
Yeah,
Those.
we'll get bored to it when we record.
Yeah, we'll talk
one,
about that tomorrow. We're getting ahead of ourselves. I think. What do you think about how far the games have gone, though, dude? Because I remember playing like Halo 2, and I'm like, how do graphics get better than this? And now we have the fucking.
This looks like real
virtual
life.
Shit. It's goddamn near real life.
I played Zelda or Ocarina of Time Zelda, and I was like, man, this is basically real. You can't get any better than this. And then, 20 years later, that's what you get.
Yeah, no shit. I think that's kind of the case with like technology. I was thinking the other day, like cell phones. I think we've almost created a scary thing with cell phones, because people expect something new every year now. Like, how much can we advance so much in a fucking year? You really want me to reinvent the goddamn cell phone every year?
I don't get it. Yeah, I think we've talked about it before, but I run my phone until it's dead, or it's just really, or it's so shitty that I can't run shit anymore. But I don't get the whole like buy a new phone every year. The need to. I'm okay with not having the most up to date stuff.
Of course, yeah. And what pisses me off is these phones, like, you can kind of tell that they're not meant to last very long.
Yeah, they got that fucking glass on the back now. Whose
Yeah.
idea is that? Crazy
yeah.
thing I think with phones, they make them look so just like sexy. You know, they look really nice. You know, they're glass, like the shape, like a phone out of the case is really like pleasing to the eye. It's
Right.
got nice curves or really nice edges. Just everything looks good. And then, but though if you use your phone without a case, you're basically dancing with fire right there. So
Yeah.
you have to put a plastic case on. And you ruined all that. And then now, I mean, I'm not sure who's doing that, but like now they make the whole thing out of glass. Whose idea is that? Is that just to sell more phones? What's the purpose?
So nobody talks about that. My theory is they've made the phones so like water resistant and tough and everything that they weren't breaking. So they're like, yeah, let's just add like another thing that can break on here. So they've increased their odds of breaking essentially.
Like, could you make it out of a really hard plastic, like a scratch-resistant plastic?
No, dude, we have the technology to make a phone that lasts 5 years and it's not going to break. Like, we have.
We sent a fucking man to the moon in 1969. I'm pretty sure.
Dude, that was like 50 fucking years ago. we are way more advanced than that. I think it's just such a weird market.
Although they say that the technology in those rockets was like a risk calculator, like nothing almost. The computer power that they had,
Yeah.
which I guess ultimately you didn't need it, right? Like what you're firing rockets, timed rockets, right?
Yeah.
Like you're timing it. All the math had already been done out, so you knew how long each thing needed to burn. You've got like RCS thrusters or whatever they're called that redirect it, but apparently there's some lady, I'm not sure, she like worked on the original like I was just the Apollo missions or like the Mercury missions maybe, but which were the first American rockets when we were just trying to get in orbit. But they still hit her up whenever they're doing a launch because she was so good at the math.
She's still
Just to
around?
double check. Yeah, I think pretty sure she's still alive.
I saw the math that they did for launches back then, and they would put the math beside a person, and it was taller than them, like in pages.
I think I might have seen that photo. There's also one
think
like,
that's
like a giant chalkboard.
Yeah, which would have made more sense, but fuck that. Well, I guess that's why they say it's not rocket science, but I guess it is rocket science.
Have you seen that? What's it? There's like two British dudes that do a show. What's it called?
Is
you know
it
who they
British
are
baking
probably.
contest?
It's not. I don't think it's a British baking contest. There's a really, I can't remember what it is, but search, brain surgery joke TV show on YouTube, and it's a good skit. It's like a British skit comedy.
Yeah. What is it about?
I'm not sure what the show is, but it reminds me of it's like Kids in the Hall or Whitest Kids You Know.
Oh, okay, like
So,
sketch kind of
slightly
shit.
younger. Yeah. 5-year younger generation.
Yeah.
You ever watch that show, Kids in the Hall?
No, my mom was really big into British comedy. I was never a big fan.
Kids in the Hall was American. Kids in the Hall had the guy from News Radio that Rogan's friends with.
Oh, Phil Hartman?
No, not Phil Hartman. The guy that's been divorced like twice and he can't come back to Canada.
Oh shit, I don't know. But
I can't remember his name right now.
oh, I thought Kids in the Hall was British. Huh. Is it
No, Kids in the Hall is not.
Is that like sketch comedy though?
Yeah, they had the famous chicken lady character.
Oh, I'm not.
It was like a woman that was a chicken.
Oh, I got you. No, I used to watch fucking Strangers with Candy. I don't know if anybody knows about that. And then I just started watching SNL.
So I know what that is, but I've never seen it.
What,
And,
Strangers with Candy?
Yeah, and I think actually Chris Pratt was in that.
Really?
One of his first roles. I think I looked
Dude,
up his IMDb page.
That
and saw
show
it.
was
But
fucking weird.
The first guild I was in was this guy named Fyodor maybe, and the guild was called Strangers with Candy.
Really?
And yeah,
You never
Yeah,
thought
James
to
and
look into it, see what the fuck it was?
Well, I eventually found out it was a TV show.
Yeah.
And then I invited all of our friends to it. James was in it. And I remember, like, James, you're supposed to, like, collect gold as you play the game. And somehow James spent all of his gold. So when he hit level 40 to get his mount, he needed, I think, 60 gold or 100 gold is what it was back then. And, like, the guild message, we basically did a GoFundMe of gold to get him his mount. Because the message was, Jimmy James is almost level 40 and he has 0 gold.
Oh, shit.
Everyone pitch in and help out. And it was really nice because, like, no one was good at the game, but everyone was it was like a kind of a cool knit group of friends of just a bunch of just random strangers. It was like it was a tight knit group. One of them died, actually, I think, which was I found out later.
Oh shit! Did the gaming friends like go to his funeral and stuff?
I don't know. I'm not sure where they live. Her name was Amy, I think, in real life.
Oh,
Can't remember what her character was.
Damn.
There was her and another girl that started playing, and they were in the guild. But yeah,
I like to imagine death isn't real, so just keep that negative shit out of here if you could.
Yeah. I wonder if she stole my friends list.
Oh, now you're making it real.
Well, it's a World of Warcraft friends list, so.
Dude, when World of Warcraft...
I wouldn't know her actual name, so.
World of Warcraft was, like, next level when it fucking came out. Because you and I, we were young at the explosion of the internet. And that shit, dude, that shit took fire. Like, World of Warcraft was, like, next level stuff. Hundreds and hundreds of players on the same fucking map.
I think about how old it is, because I think the game came out in, like, 2004?
Yeah, that's when I moved to Kenton. So
how crazy is it that there's people that are 14 years old, people they're playing a game that was, is still really popular game that was made way before them. Pretty nuts.
Shit, yeah.
We're like Diablo 3. That game's old as shit. Or Diablo 2.
That's even
There's probably
older.
some kids that played Diablo 2. Yeah, Diablo 2 came out in like fucking 97.
I can't believe 2004 was 14 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry for 2004.
Shout out to Ruben Stutter, dude. I'm sorry for 2004, Ruben.
His career is as well.
What was the first, like, when did you notice that the internet was fucking changing shit? Because when
it became useful.
Yeah, well, my mom would drop us off at the library, and me and Mackenzie would fuck around on the computers there, because we couldn't afford one. So that's what everybody would do. They would just go to the library and get on computers. And you would see, like, old creepy dudes watching porn, and then...
Really? You saw dudes doing that?
Yeah. They got caught, and then Mackenzie, my little brother, he started watching porn on the computers there, and then he got both of us kicked out of the library, motherfucker. But that's how I got hooked onto RuneScape, because a bunch of people would play RuneScape there too.
Oh my gosh, RuneScape! Yeah, I played it, dude. My friend, because RuneScape had special servers that you could pay to get on.
Yeah,
and he didn't have a card, so he sent them a paper check once a month.
Oh, we talked about that a few episodes ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It seems so like archaic. But
it feels insane to me that he actually did that, because he had to like put a bunch of thought into actually paying for his account. It's not like on autopay. Like my PlayStation's on autopay. I don't have to go there and pay for it.
Yeah, I had I had a friend that bought Magic cards back in like 2002, 2001 maybe.
Yeah.
And that was crazy. Like, man, you're buying stuff online, man. They're gonna steal your credit card info.
You motherfucker, dude! I just listened to the episode that we had this conversation. You just said the two same things in a row.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I'm sorry for repeating, but
no, it's okay. Because you and I talked about like our first purchases on the internet, but nowadays, like I check the internet for fucking everything. I miss back in the day when they're like, if somebody asked me a question, not knowing the answer. Do you remember that feeling?
Yeah.
Like, how old is Betty White? Oh, give me a fucking week.
Yeah, it'd be like, well, I guess I'll have to go to the library and like look up on a book, or like us find like People magazine and hopefully Betty White's in that edition.
Yeah, no shit. Now it's
It'd be impossible, yeah.
Now it's like literally you don't even have to lift your hands, just say okay Google kind of thing.
Corey, like, hey, how deep is Mariana's Trench?
I don't know what.
Or Mariana Trench or whatever.
40 feet?
Nah, I think it's 60. Like, well, I guess we'll never know because I'm not going to go to the library and check that out.
Yeah.
I had encyclopedias at my house.
That could ruin our friendship. Like, if you thought it was 30,000 feet and I thought it was 100,000 feet and neither one of us ever checked, one of us, we both think each other's fucking stupid.
And now it's also like, I don't know, like, arguments like that are so not the same, right?
They don't happen. They don't happen.
Because you could immediately call your friends out on their bullshit.
Which
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
And you know they do too. People do immediately. Like if you ever feel that you're right and they're wrong, you're like, okay, let me fucking bring this out, dude.
Well, yeah, I was talking with I think Brett, and I was like, I was talking about, I watched Coco recently.
Oh, tearjerker.
Yeah, I was like, pretty good Pixar film. And I think, I could be wrong, so if you listen to this, Brett, I apologize, but I think he said he thought it was a Disney film, which I wasn't 100% sure, but I was like, I thought it was a Pixar, and he checked it up. He's, oh, you're right.
Well, so in Brett's...
Not quick, though, in a second, so.
In Brett's defense, Disney started doing a lot of those, like, same animation-style movies.
Well, do they even do, like, cartoon animation anymore?
Fuck.
Like, what's the last thing they've put out?
I don't think they do.
It's all 3D.
Yeah, see if you could pull that up. I don't think they do 2D shit because Big Hero 6, that was Pixar, wasn't it?
No, that was Disney.
That was Disney. Okay.
That was, I think, that might have been their first big one, or maybe Frozen might have been their first big one.
Yeah.
Tangled was that
Tangled
that was Disney, right? That's Disney, right?
Fuck, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Tangled's Disney. That might have been their first 3D generated.
Why did they start doing that though? Why did they undercut Pixar? Why didn't they just buy Pixar?
They do. They own Pixar.
I know, but like, I mean, like, why didn't they just fucking pay Pixar to make the movies they wanted to make?
Pixar's doing their own thing. Pixar has a strong stance against having musical sing-alongs in their movies.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, I don't think they do princesses either. So, and the whole Disney thing is you usually have like a damsel in distress or a damsel heroine of some sort.
Pixar rarely fucks up, dude. They just made The Incredibles 2, and we are currently sitting at a 94% with 112 ratings. So,
I did not like...
the first one?
No. What was the Scottish?
Oh, Brave.
Brave. Did not like Brave. And Cars 2 is dog shit.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, Cars 2 and 3.
Oh shit, there's a Cars 3.
Cars 3 is on Netflix. Then they made Planes. Then they cashed in on Planes.
No. Planes isn't Pixar.
Oh, Planes is Disney.
Planes, yeah, like copied the universe. So I do know that...
that's so gross.
Disney tried making a Toy Story 3 where... very different script is all I can remember. But because I'm some sort of argument with Pixar, and they ended up, making up. I think they bought they signed like a contract where they bought Pixar, but part of Disney's thing is that they cannot make any sequels to a Pixar film.
Good.
And yeah,
that would be shitty too if Disney let's say Disney made Incredibles 2 and fucked it up. Could you imagine?
Yeah, that'd piss you off, right?
That would piss you off. But, I mean, they own so much shit, you would have to go see their movies. They own Star Wars and Marvel, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, what are they going to buy next?
Dude, they're flirting with global domination, I think.
And now they're pulling all the shit from streaming?
Yeah. what are they going to do? Make their own streaming site? Is that right?
Yeah, that's at least what I heard.
You know what?
Which is really shitty because you think about.
No, go ahead.
I mean, they're gonna like people are gonna start pulling their shit from Netflix, and you're just gonna. It's gonna be like cable with subscriptions. You're gonna have to pay for different subscriptions to get content because it used to be on Netflix or Amazon or Hulu.
Yeah,
and people are like, well, we got the AMC channel now, where all of our AMC content you gotta buy an AMC subscription. They put out some good shows. Disney's like, hey, if you want Disney stuff, you gotta pay us. Was Paramount Pictures gonna do the same thing? Hey, you want Paramount? You gotta buy a Paramount pass.
That is how it is, though. That is how it is already.
And then Blockbuster is gonna open back up brick and mortar stores, so you can just rent the movies you want.
It's a full circle. Resurrect Blockbuster.
We've gone full circle. All the bandwidth, we'll get too much bandwidth, and that's gonna make it too shitty to stream anything. So we're just gonna get Blu-rays again.
Dude, honestly, what I think is, I think we tried to explore. We wanted to see what was next, but we're all ready to go back to where we're comfortable with VHSs, Blockbuster Video. That's all we've ever needed, dude. Why are we getting all
ruined
these?
It. We had a good thing going.
We had a good thing going. You watch a video, and then you rewind it.
Oh my gosh, dude!
I fucking hated that.
Please be kind. Rewind.
Be kind. Rewind.
I heard that.
I don't think I ever rewind.
The rewinding actually fucked with it wore down your VHS player, and so you should buy a dedicated video rewinder.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had an external one. You filthy whore.
Did you ever go to Kroger and rent movies?
That was a small town Ohio kind of thing. That didn't exist anywhere else.
Oh shit! Yeah, so we had Video Connection, we had First Choice, we had Bennett's Video, which a lot of people thought was like some type of drug front.
Yeah,
because they were the last one to live, and
they held on forever.
They held on. They closed 3 years ago.
Oh really?
I think maybe I think they might have lasted until 3 years ago.
Even if they made it, I think they made it. I thought 2009, but
well. Even if 2009, because Family Video moved in and closed everyone down.
Yeah.
With, I think, just like their selection and then their pricing. Kids got movies free.
Dude, Family Video just had a smart business. They didn't give a fuck about the mom and pop stores, which is unfortunate. Because if you got in that business, you're fucked.
Also, no sympathy for you, Family Video, if you got a business. How about that?
Yeah. I don't think they are, man. They're doing good still.
You deserve it if you go. But also, Family Video is pretty great in Kenton still.
Dude, I got a Family Video. I just renewed my half off fucking rentals. I go there.
Oh yeah, you have one pretty close, right?
Oh, it's walking distance. Every house I buy, I make sure there's a Family Video within 2 blocks.
Is that an option on Realtor.com?
Yeah. I need a Family Video and an ice cream parlor. I'm not proud of either one.
Shit. I haven't been to one in a couple of years.
Family Video?
Just because, like in Columbus, I don't even know where one is near me.
So you're in a larger city, so
yeah, that's why I think Family Video is it's not great, and I don't like to leave my house here, just because it's kind of a pain in the ass to get places.
Get anywhere, yeah, for sure, dude. I drove in Columbus 2 days for those work trainings. Traffic there is a fucking nightmare, and people are loose cannons.
Yeah, dude. There's definitely a different driving style that you have to adapt to.
No shit.
And if you're not used to it, it's not comfortable at all.
Yeah. So my theory on why Family Video will last a little bit longer. I consume movies pretty heavily, especially now that we've done this podcast. I'd say I watch movies even more frequently. But I don't want to spend $4 to rent a standard definition movie and $6 to rent HD when I can go rent a Blu-ray for $99 to $2 at a Family Video.
Is that how cheap a Blu-ray is now?
Oh, yeah, dude. It's cheap as fuck. And then you pay $10 a month and they give you half off. So I'm renting new releases for $1.50.
How much do you pay a month?
$10 a month.
Oh, shit.
Well, it was $5.
It's still a lot unless you go there often.
I go there at least twice a week. But last month...
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Well, we watch a lot of movies.
Yeah. I'm thinking about checking out that Movie Pass thing they were talking about.
Oh, so one of our listeners, Aaron, messaged me about that. He heard that we were talking about it on the podcast. He said it's a badass service. It's all legit, but they really shitty customer service.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I heard something about it's hard to upgrade or change your plan, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I know there's 2 different versions where it's like three movies a month and unlimited movies a month for like a $3 difference. Which at that point too, because we were thinking about doing just the 3 movies a month because that's more than we go to the theater anyway.
Yeah.
But maybe if I was tempted to watch everything that comes out. I'm cheap though because I go in the morning to the theater just because you get the cheap tickets.
You wouldn't have to do that now.
Yeah.
I think they added a new thing that pissed a lot of people off because now that the fucking future is so good at advertising, I keep getting targeted for Movie Pass shit. I honestly think they can see my inbox.
Dude, Facebook and shit is listening
everything
you do.
Dude, they know I'm fat. Like they fucking on my Snapchat and my Facebook, they have this really inspirational advertisement for me to buy big and heavy clothes. And it always makes me feel so good. So like I kind of want to go buy it, but it's like it's this fat bearded guy. He's like, I like being big. I don't even think it's a thing. And things to express, I can be fat and comfortable.
Dude, I swear I didn't fucking Google it. Like I didn't search it at all. I was just discussing it, like in person.
Yes,
and I think we're talking about hotels in Hilton Head because we're going there for a wedding in September.
Yeah,
and I saw a fucking ad for Holiday Inn on my Facebook feed for
Hilton Head. Oh my god!
In Hilton Head, I was like, bitch, like I know I did not search this anywhere. Like we were just discussing it. And yeah. And there's some other shit too, where I can't remember what else now, but like there's probably like bicycling stuff. I'm like, I'm pretty sure.
It's always
search anything.
It's always like super specific shit that I know for sure I haven't searched.
How does it know?
So the thing is, we give it access to everything basically. When we
I don't have the app installed. I just use the browser too.
Oh shit!
Well, I use a Facebook mobile page, yeah.
Well,
it's better on at least it was better on battery life.
Oh, that sounds like a pain in the ass, though.
Nah, you just hit like your Chrome browser and it's right there.
I got you. Yeah, I use the app, and I think when you download an application like Snapchat or Facebook, you give it permission to access everything, and microphone is always checked.
Why do you hear my microphone, Facebook?
Why the fuck?
I guess the reason is like, hey, we're making phone calls. Because I do have the Facebook Messenger Lite because they made it so you can't access your messages on mobile unless you have the app, which is that's how they get you.
It's pretty shitty.
That's how they fucking get you.
Yeah.
And when people like fucking you use Facebook Messenger for whatever reason, God knows what.
Me?
Yeah, you're the only person I know that uses that. Use it as like a text message. Oh no, fucking our friend Cody does the same thing.
Oh,
we message you on Facebook Messenger. I'm like, why?
You know what hurts the most? I can take the rain on the roof of this empty house.
Because when you're so close.
Yeah. We're on the same page there. But it sucks because I use that pretty frequently because I'm always at a desktop. And it's just way easier to keep my face pointing at the screen and message somebody, you know? I feel like
I get that, yeah.
You don't use it? Holy shit. We talk all the time on it.
No, dude, I have my phone and it pops up.
Ah.
I was like, oh, there's fucking Corey. I can't use my fucking text.
Oh my god.
So I'm always texting you, but you're always fucking Facebook messaging me back.
You know what's so weird is I get this all the time. I get this a lot.
Oh, you deserve it. You know MySpace had a messenger?
MySpace did?
Yeah, MySpace had it was like a separate messenger app. And I downloaded it. And I was like, this is gonna be like the new AIM. It's gonna take the world by storm because AIM was still kind of hot back then.
Yeah. Dude, you know, fucking MySpace had to make some shitty business moves to fail. Like, honestly, when Facebook came out, I was just like, we already have this. Everybody thinks Zuckerberg's a genius. I'm like, this is MySpace. It's a watered down MySpace. It actually took features away that we were on MySpace.
I think that's what made it more possibly successful. Because if you think about everyone's page you went to had a different layout because they allowed customizable. That was honestly a big mistake if you think about it in retrospect. Now it was cool, but if you go to a web page, if you're on Facebook, imagine if it would be like if friends would be on the fucking top right corner on one page, and then they're like right in the fucking middle on another page.
Yeah.
And you go to another page. You also have to pause everyone's shitty music that they're playing that you don't like as soon as you go to someone's page.
Yeah.
You've got top friends, which no one gives a shit about. They'll probably just start arguments among your friends. So you had to have top 25 friends, but I'm in your top 25. Well, I'm not in your top 10, bitch.
Yeah.
You had different colors too.
Genuine
terrible color schemes, terrible fonts.
Yeah. And like MySpace was a shithole because it was everybody trying to make a statement. Now Facebook, there's literally no customization. I think you might have a point. And Facebook hasn't really changed much since the day it dropped. It's only changed. I mean, it has changed, but
they've had layout changes, and everyone always complains, "Give us the old Facebook back." And then they forget what the old Facebook was in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or I remember back when like you used to become a fan of pages. You became a fan before you liked the page.
Yeah.
And one of them was, let us give customizable colors to Facebook.
Oh, God.
That's what we need. And they're like, no, did you not see what happened to MySpace?
We've already failed.
Right now. Yeah.
Tom
Facebook
is
was
dead.
Just then, like, still, I don't know if you needed a college email to download it back then, but
when
like
Facebook launched, that was the thing. But
then you had a phase where people became a fan of just things in life. It was like, hey, so and so became a fan of drinking the milk out of the cereal bowl when you're done.
Yes, yeah. I saw a girl
plus another 60 things.
Yeah, a girl I went to school with, college with. She liked. It was like, this girl likes good sex. And like my college brain was like, I'm gonna give her some good sex to like. Let's give her a taste of this sex. But in reality, it's like, bitch, everybody likes good sex. You're a creature. You're born to procreate. What the fuck are you talking about? Everybody likes the cereal. Everybody likes the milk in the bowl.
One of them was, they became a fan, or they liked the page, give us the fan like button or fan button back. It's like, what?
Oh,
really?
Oh my God.
You're a bitch about that?
Dude, I will say Facebook, I give Facebook another 5 years until they do a total rehaul, because it is just being overrun by the elders.
Oh yeah, dude. How crazy it was. There used to be no old people on Facebook.
Oh, dude. It's getting gross.
The first decade or whatever it was. How long's Facebook been out? 2000. Yeah, so probably just a decade, but the first 5 years, there was no older people on Facebook. It was a young, hip, cool kid thing.
Yeah, and now it's just everybody has Facebook. And the funniest thing, I deal with it a lot in my profession. I'm always helping people reset their Facebook and stuff, which is the worst part of my fucking job ever. I fucking hate it.
Okay, hold on. All right, so I'm gonna tell you this real quick and then explain to me what's going on there. So my aunt had, I got a cloned account. You know how that happens, of my aunt trying to add me on Facebook.
Yeah,
and I was already friends with her, so I ignored it. So then I clicked her page and saw it wasn't a clone account. She got a new phone, so she made a new page. The fuck? What's going on there? Explain that to me.
I have the explanation, okay? I already know what your aunt is going through. What happened to your aunt is she forgot her password. And Facebook is fucking impossible to change a password because The recovery email, I guarantee your aunt forgot her recovery email.
How do you forget email?
So the person at the cell phone store is like, Barbara, honey, we just gotta start you from scratch because I'm gonna spend the rest of my life changing this fucking password.
How many Facebooks do you make at your store?
Oh, me?
Yeah, like are you making them for like old people all day?
Oh, dude.
You're taking profile pics with them? Like,
here, I mean,
smile. Are you like the fucking DMV? And the people are getting their license. They're like, all right, walk over to this blue square, click.
I have. That's the worst part. Like, I have this little dude. His name's Rick, and he comes in, and we had a photo shoot one day. I'm like, Rick, is this what you want? He's like, I don't know. How do I look? I'm like, we could do it again, Rick.
Dude, I look like a fucking serial killer in my new driver's license. I always thought you weren't supposed to smile, and apparently you are. But I'm like a little bit tall, you know, and the camera was too low, so it kind of shot me from like underneath my chin. And I looked like I should be in like Mindhunter. It's like one of the famous serial killers. Like,
it's a headshot.
Oh, dude, it looks horrible. It looks so bad.
Dude, when people see mine when I'm buying beer or whatever, they're like, "Oh wow, you look so happy." And I always do like a really dreary joke. I'm like, don't let it fool you. We're all gonna die someday.
Dude, you ever been at like the drive-thru and they ask you like, hey, how you doing today? You just say, I'm having a terrible day. And just it's like a deer in the headlights. They're just frozen. They don't know how to respond. They don't have it like ready. It's not in the chamber. So they just have to like process it, and they're like, do you want a McGriddle? My father's dead. I do not want a McGriddle.
My father died. Of course I want a McGriddle. Why the fuck do you think I'd be here, Jeff?
Give me the McGriddle.
I'm good at answer those questions. A lot of times when people come in to see me, I go, hey, how we doing? And I was like, how can I help you? And they always go, I hope you can. When I hear that phrase, I'm like, oh, Christ. I'm going to have to create a whole new Facebook for this one.
Dude, I had so much shit when I used to work at the hardware store. And, dude, one of them was, thing is like, you hear the joke, and they think they're the first person to make that joke, but you've heard it 5 times that day already. Well, they're saying, like, hey, I'm like, hey, do you need a bag? Like, nope, I got one at home. Got one at home. Or we moved the store. They have these things called planograms where you redesign the aisles, you move products around. It's supposed to help with like the flow of what people are purchasing, what people are looking for. And they have like a whole team of people, doing shit. So we did like a major overhaul of the entire store. A lot of Kroger's are doing it right now. If you shop at Kroger, I think a lot of Kroger's are redesigning. Yeah. So people would come in and they're like, oh, you moved everything on me. And that went on for probably half a year from everyone over the age of 50. And I was like, dude, fucking stop.
Dude.
Just stop.
It's over.
No, we didn't move it just for you, to fuck with you.
Oh, my God.
There's a science behind it.
It increases sales.
Leave me alone.
Oh, dude. I get that a lot, too, though, man. It's just like these hot phrases. It's mostly old people, though. Like, I seriously think you shouldn't have a smartphone if you don't know how to use it. Because there's so many people out there that have no fucking clue of how to use these things. And they're kind of advanced,
They hardly have phones, though, that you can even buy, right?
We have one flip phone. But, oh, man. It's just like, it's the most irritating thing because when these older people get these cell phones, they just create this goddamn clusterfuck. And then they base their experience of the carrier off of their cell phone experience. But they have, people put like battery saver, speed boost plus, antivirus, all that shit on their phone. They're thinking they're speeding it up. But I can't even use their fucking cell phone. Like that's our biggest complaint. Like, well, I have this Speed Plus. No, baby.
What would a Speed Plus even do? It's not going to
That's
overclock the phone,
That's the
right?
thing. Yeah.
Which I know you can, but you're not going to do it in like a fucking app.
Do you think we're going to be like this?
I was wondering that too. Like, is there like what is going to come out eventually? Will we be able to adapt because we grew up in it?
Too quick for us.
Like we grew up with it, but will something come out that will be
for
like,
sure
that we can't adapt? Right?
For sure.
I mean, VR's on the edge right now. It's kind of fringe, but it's really cool. It's just not being heavily adopted, I don't think. But you know, what's after this?
Yeah, right. In the vein of what you're saying, like I joke about the old people that come into my store, but I am very patient and sympathetic with them. It's just funny to make fun of them. But I always say to them, like, listen, I was born with this device in my hand.
I had a Gateway in 1996.
Yeah. You guys, you had rotary phones when you started. And come find me in 40 years. You'll be dead because you're old as fuck. But I'm going to have a product
Wake up from
I
your
can't
cryo
use.
freeze. Come find me.
Yeah. I'm gonna reanimate your corpse, and then we'll figure out what I'm sad about that day too. And I'm gonna go to the retail store and make a really stupid fucking joke.
Oh, my fucking Holo glasses don't work. My Google Glass doesn't work. Fix it. Gotta make a new profile. Google Glass will catch y'all out of 30 years, right?
I remember when my jetpack, we used to pay one time. Now you guys have us financing these jetpacks?
Holy shit, yeah.
I remember I used to come in here, I'd upgrade for $50, get a new jetpack. Now you want $1,000?
How many people can buy a phone? Or buy a phone now?
What do you mean, like straight out?
Like straight up just buy a phone. Or like, don't like rent their phone anymore. Have you priced? Are they priced out now? Where you can't get can you get the phone for $200 with the 2-year contract?
The subsidy?
Anymore, or no?
Oh no, dude.
That's not a thing anymore.
You want to hear the spiel that makes everybody comfortable?
Are you allowed to talk about this?
You don't know what carrier I work for.
Nice.
Nice. No, this is the spiel that this is what I will tell somebody if they ask me the same question as you, and it's not like a lie or anything. Everything I've said today is real. So, a 2-year agreement. They're like, oh, I used to come in here. I used to pay $200 for a phone, and I'd leave. Well, we have broken up the contract over a different style of time. And the price plans have changed based on that. So at the end of the day, you're still paying the same amount of money. And that typically makes people feel comfortable. I mean, back in the day with 2-year agreements, an unlimited plan was $80. Now unlimited plans are $60, phones are $20. It's the same shit.
But if you pay off your phone and people don't upgrade, are you making more money that way now?
What do you mean?
Like if people pay off their phone, people have their 2-year, they go through their 2-year contract and they don't upgrade. Is that when you start like making, bonus cash?
Oh, dude, it's been like this.
Or do people come in like the day of on their fucking 2-year?
Oh yeah, people come in the day of, and shit's been like this for 3 or 4 years now. So there's no subsidies left.
So I've been Google finding it for like 3 years now. So
yeah,
and
yeah, man, I think that's a cool route. It seems cool.
Works for me. I did change my phone though because my phone straight up broke. It had like a bug in it where they used. It was almost like an Xbox Red Ring of Death bug where they used shitty solder, and like the CPU overheated or something like that. And the phone just straight up broke one day. And I actually took it apart and tried to remelt the solder on it. And it lasted for 12 hours, maybe. And I had to reset. I was trying to reset the phone, but I couldn't get through anything. The phone, it gets caught in a boot loop is what it did. This is like a Moto 5X. So if you have one, fucking make sure you have insurance. I just took my insurance off like 2 months before it happened as well. And then though, I actually had a thing where they ran out. They didn't have any more phones to give away for the insurance, so they're trying to give you like a $60 credit, which is straight bullshit. So
$60 instead of a $500 phone.
yeah, I think it was like $400 or $300, but they ran out of phones because I think so many of them had broke. And
did you pay monthly for the insurance or lump sum of the insurance?
I paid monthly. So now, like my phone now, I have insurance just because I'm wondering. Like the phone was fine. Like there was no cracks. I dropped it a fuck ton, but it never broke. But when it broke that one day, they didn't offer anything, so I was kind of mad. And yeah, the biggest thing too is they didn't offer many phones that were decently priced. Like I think they offered the Pixel, which is like $600 or $700, which I'm not paying that. And then I think this one I got for $300 or $400. So I've had it for a bit now, and my bill's only $34 a month, so I'll break even eventually.
That's not bad.
Yeah, insurance is only
Luckily,
$5.
The new insurance programs have really gotten way better too. You want to hear
everything will be getting better, right? Like phones are getting cheaper, data's getting cheaper, but should data be getting like dirt cheap? If you think if it could keep up with what like the market is and the technology.
Well, see, that's the thing. So they started with calls. They're like, okay, let's charge for calls, and then when people wanted to start texting, they're like, you know what, fuck calls. Everybody wants to text now. Let's start charging for these. And now people don't care about texting. Now it's all about data. It's all like, okay, let's charge data. So we're in a weird time where I think even if we do get to the point where it's cheap to offer data, we're still probably going to charge for it until whatever's next is available to charge for.
What is next?
Right? I have no fucking clue.
Wait, where do you go from call, text, and data? Data does everything, so.
Exactly. Well, just like how can Halo 2 get any more realistic, Like, that's my favorite part about life so far is you can't fathom what's next.
Nothing. There's nothing next.
Fucking explosion, dude. You want to hear my theory? We're getting close to the hour mark. I think we'll start wrapping up here.
This is a long half-hour podcast.
Yeah, no shit. I kind of dig it, though. We're on a stretch here. My controller started fucking up yesterday when I was playing Fortnite, and I was like, okay, dude, I've had this for 4 years. I'm just going to go buy a new controller. I get to GameStop. Controllers are $20 off, which is so rare, and they have a sticker on the controller that says, works with Fortnite. And I was like, there's something fucky afoot. And I bought it, and I took it up to the cash register, and I'm like, why does this say Fortnite on it? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, you motherfuckers, this is just a reason for me to pick this controller. And I bought the controller, brought it home, started playing Fortnite. Same fucking problem. I think Fortnite and GameStop are in cahoots, and they're selling us controllers.
What is going on? I love to see weird. You ever see like headphones that says works with iPhone? It's fucking headphones. I mean, not anymore, like because there's a headphone jack, but before.
Yeah. Now they all say does it work with iPhone?
Or it'd be like a Bluetooth, I guess. And they say works with iPhone.
Yeah, okay, I know exactly.
I hope so. It's a fucking Bluetooth. Yeah. Goddamn.
Road work ahead. Yeah, I'd hope. I know what you mean, though. Like, it's such a weird marketing strategy. It's like, it'd be like selling bread and putting a label on it that says not poisonous. Like, yeah, I mean, that's
works
just
with sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. Super fucking good for sandwiches.
No shit, I hope so.
Can make sandwiches. All right, dude. I think we got a sweet hour of content. It's getting really hot in my room with no AC, so...
Good. I hope you fucking melt like Frosty.
Yeah, Daddy's nips are getting a little moist.
Shit, gross.
All right, dude, let's bring this home. New episode of Six Pack in a Movie should be coming out this weekend or so for recording, and then We will release that after. You'll probably listen to this before that, obviously. We're going to watch The Fate of the Furious. Will Vin Diesel survive the sweet release of Charlize Theron? Only you can find out.
Yeah. Hey, let us know if you like this one or if you disliked it. And rate us on iTunes, please. Because that will possibly actually help us.
Yeah, that'd be dope. And honestly, like, tell your friends. Like, we have seen some growth here, but a lot of it's word of mouth. So if you dig what we're saying here, just fucking tell somebody else. And we dig our current listener base. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being sexy. Cornelius signing out.
See you.